Do you have any theories as to why black American filmmakers have been reluctant and wary to take on slavery?
I don't know that they've been reluctant. I think that, there may have been ideas and there may have been, attempts to write scripts and get things made and nobody financed them. It's Quentin Tarantino after all. All of a sudden it's like, okay, well, we can get the money for it. John Singleton made an interesting film a few years ago called Rosewood that was touched on some of that about slave revolts and what happened and people getting hung. It's a difficult, sell.
Why is you lying to me? Then why is you crying?
You scaring me.
Why is I'm scaring you?
Because you scary.
He's a product of his environment. He's there. Slavery, when this film starts, slavery's been going on for about 150 years. So his great-grandfather, grandfather, father, all took care of the candy men. That was their job. They've been in the house taking care of the candy men all their lives. And Stephen inherited that job, basically raised Calvin Candy, took care of him since he was a child. Slavery is an institution that runs in a certain way. The people who work in the house, the cooks, the housekeepers, and the table servers live a certain kind of life. The transient people on a plantation are the people in the fields. They live and die out there. They're bought and sold. The other people are there all the time. They have families. They've been in there. The institution, they understand it. So Stephen is just maintaining the status quo.
I'm looking for the Brittle brothers.
I know what they look like, all right.
They sold my wife, but I don't know the who. You help me do that? I'll give you your freedom and take you to rescue your wife.
Slavery was perpetuated through fear and intimidation. I mean, that's the only way that you can keep the majority of the people in line by the minority. I mean, slaves outnumbered slave owners sometimes 10, 20 to 1. And the only way to keep them that way was to keep them scared. So you did very horrific things to them to make sure that they didn't run off or they didn't rebel or that they stayed in line. And I think some of the stuff that's in this film is accurate and nowhere near as bad as the things they really did to make sure that that institution was perpetuated.
Do you have any truck with people's sensitivities about it?
No.
What's your name?
Django. The D is silent.